H parameter model is exclusively for low frequency analysis. Hybrid pi model is going to be for high frequency analysis. See here, at high frequencies, the capacitance will start dominating. Low frequency, capacitance XC. You studied in BW, right? The XC equal to 1 by omega C, correct? 1 by J omega C. Sometimes we call it as only omega C. At low frequency means when you put omega equal to 0, what is XC? When you put omega equal to 0?
Infinity.
Infinity, correct? Infinity na enna meaning? The reactance is infinity means what is the meaning? The capacitance is open. Open na, it will not disturb your circuit, correct? So at low frequencies, all the capacitive effects are zero because they are open. At high frequency, if you put omega equal to infinity, what happens? What will be the value of XC?
Zero.
Zero. What is meaning of zero? Short circuit, correct? So all these capacitance become active only at high frequency. So adanala I cannot use H parameter model at high frequency analysis. That is the reason why we are developing one more model called hybrid pi model. Okay, so the hybrid pi model is exclusively designed for analyzing the transistor at high frequency. And you see the diagram will also be having all the capacitance at high frequency. So see the first diagram. It is very easy to understand this diagram. You need not mug up this diagram. See, electronics la mug up பண்ணனும்னு ஆரம்பிச்சீங்கன்னா how much you will mug up. Okay. See here, when they manufacture transistors, you have what you see externally is called as base. But there is one more terminal called B dash, which is called as virtual base. So actually, நீங்க பார்க்கிறது base கிடையாது. உள்ள இருக்கிற terminal தான் base. So what you see is the actual base, but what is inside is called as the virtual base B dash. So in the B dash, it is not visible to us. It is inside the transistor. So you have four terminals effectively: base, collector, emitter, and B dash. B dash is your virtual base. And the resistance connection paranga, between B and B dash, you have a resistance RB B dash. Between B dash and collector, you have a resistance RB dash C. Between B dash and emitter, you have a resistance RB dash E. இங்க டயக்ராம்லயும் அதே மாதிரி பாருங்க, B and B dash you have RB B dash. Between base and B dash and collector you have this RB dash C, and between B dash and emitter you have this RB dash E. So மூணு ரெசிஸ்டர் வந்தாச்சு. Same way மூணு capacitor, but out of the three capacitors only two are active. So same way between B dash and capacitor, between B dash and capacitor you have one capacitance C B dash C. Between B dash and emitter you have one capacitance C B dash E. Between B and B dash capacitance கிடையாது. So see the component C B dash C and C B dash E. And between collector and emitter, you have a resistance RCE. And at high frequency, you will have this current source coming into picture, GM into VP dash E. Current source irundale parallel resistance irukanolla. So that resistance is going to be RCE. RCE is the resistance between collector and emitter. அதாவது எல்லா டெர்மினல்ஸ்குள்ளேயும் ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் கண்டிப்பா இருக்கும். பிட்வீன் சி பி அண்ட் பி டேஷ், பி டேஷ் அண்ட் சி, பி டேஷ் அண்ட் இ. இதுல விட்டு போனது சி அண்ட் இ, தட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ கமிங் ஹியர் RCE. And whenever you have a resistance in parallel, you are going to have a current source. That current source is GM into VP dash E. So இந்த இதெல்லாம் ஏன் வருது? Why the resistance and capacitance we have seen it is between the terminals and we are drawing it. Why we are getting this current source and all we'll be understanding when we go deep into this hybrid pi model. So remember, in H parameter model only three terminals, but hybrid pi model because of high frequency effect of capacitance, I am going to introduce one more model, one more terminal called B dash. B dash already irukku ulla, but hybrid H parameter model this B dash need not be used because at low frequency there is no effect of B dash. Only at high frequency I need to consider the terminal B dash. So this I am going to redraw a new model called hybrid pi model. இது ஏன் பை மாடல் அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்கன்னா, see it is having the look is like a pi. You are able to see a pi symbol here. It is looking like a pi, right? Where this pi, you see straight line and you're having here the two things in parallel. So you're having pi. So this is looking like a pi, right? So it is called as a hybrid pi model. So the circuit diagram for the equivalent circuit diagram for the common emitter circuit, so the it looks like a the alphabet looks like the Greek symbol pi. So we call it as a hybrid pi model. And this hybrid pi model is exclusively used at high frequency. Okay. And see here, the explanation is given. RBB dash, it is called as base spreading resistance. It is present between base and the virtual base B dash. Okay, it is close to 100 ohms. And RB dash E between virtual base and emitter. So the value is typically 1K. Then next one RB dash C between virtual base and collector. See here this component. Okay, that value is very, very high, close to 4 mega ohms. Next one, rendu capacitance, CB dash E and CB dash C. Okay, see the two capacitance. One represents a forward biased emitter based junction. You know, transistor is made up of two capacitance, two PN junction. So PN junction diode, you have two capacitance. We have seen that forward bias you'll be having it is called as diffusion capacitance. In reverse bias, you will be calling it as transition capacitance. So the diffusion capacitance will be larger in value, 100 picofarad. The reverse biased or transition capacitance will be smaller in value. You know, it is going to be in the order of 3 picofarad. See the value forward bias capacitance will be high because the depletion region is thin. Reverse bias the capacitance value is very low because the depletion region is large. RCE, it is between the collector and the ground. So if you connect a load resistance, na RCE நம்ம neglect பண்ணிடலாம். And GM VB dash E, GM is called as trans conductance. Trans conductance na current by voltage. Current by voltage, okay? GM into VB dash E. So this is the explanation for the hybrid pi model. So we have just seen what is the drawback of H parameter model and why we are going for hybrid pi model, and we have seen the equivalent circuit diagram for a common emitter configuration. See, common emitter configuration now we are going to use because that is very simple to analyze and it is very easy. Okay, so we are going to stop our class here. So any doubt so far